Siemaneczko ludziska, tu was host, Max nie umie grać w kolejnym sobotnim Genshinie. Czas zacząć, chcę wam coś pokazać. Odblokowałem kilka nowych rzeczy w Adventure Guild, jak Dispatch, że mogę wysyłać swoich na odkrywanie elementów. Na przykład tutaj Diona poszła i zdobyła jedzonko, a tu na przykład Jinnin zdobyła zasoby. Zapuściłem, no i takie właśnie na takie ekspedycje, bo że teraz odblokowałem ekspedycję w głównym. Kolejna rzecz, którą wam chcę pokazać, oprócz tego, że sobie trochę połaziłem i poodblokowywałem rzeczy, to tutaj mamy, to są daily. To. I pójdziemy sobie oczywiście na dniówki. Aha, przy okazji podejść do kryształu healera jeszcze nie mam. A czym są dniówki? To jest po prostu codzienne wykonywanie zadań. Do stopu, żeby wykonywać je. A te nie do stop, tylko codziennie. Staje się 4 codziennie. Jakby tak, to są właśnie dlatego to się nazywa daily. Codzienniówki, zadania codzienne. A was spytać, czy eksploracja was interesuje? Bo jeżeli tak, to jak eksploracja was interesuje, to potem mogę ją nagrywać, bo ja troszeczkę zeksplorowałem off camera. Żeby nie być takim dupem. Przepraszam, że mało mówię, ale jeszcze się leczę. Okej, to mamy. Pierwszy daily zrobiony, kolejny mamy tutaj. To idziemy teraz tu. I to jest zadanie dodatkowe. No, tylko, że jest ten namierzany, nie namierzam. On jest tu nieinteresujący. Jest drugie sele. Wchodzimy sobie sele, trochę poeksplorujemy, pokażę wam daily. A potem przejdziemy oczywiście do głównego questa, do mięska. Znaczy do głównego questa jeszcze to trochę daleko, dlatego to robimy. Oj, mam super skrzynkę. Dziwne. Jak będziecie widzieć takie marchewki ułożone w 4, to będziecie wiedzieć. O nie, Storm Eye tego. Zbić kamień. Amenokulusy, jakby ktoś pytał, bo i tak muszę iść tutaj. To zaraz wam pokażę. Jakbyś ktoś pytał, po co zbieram tak mocno amenokulusy. Z powodu tego, że można się modlić do statuły. Każdy poziom powiększa jej maksymalną staminę. Expa mi daje dość sporo, bardzo dużo. Pilogemy i ameneo sigil, który możemy wymienić w tej sklepie, co byśmy wtedy niedawno odblokowali. Więc bardzo warto, raczej to jest z tych ważnych elementów eksploracji, które warto po prostu robić. Na późniejszym etapie potem dostaje się klucze specjalne, bo są takie kapliczki, gdzie są zamknięte za pomocą kluczy. Te klucze można zyskać tylko jak się leweruje, Nie, tam to jest zablokowane. Jak się leveluje... To statuę, jak się leveluje. Jak się zleveluje tą statuę na wysoki poziom, to ma się iść dużo staminy, dostaje się te klucze, można otwierać specjalne kapliczki. Może kiedyś wam pokażę tą specjalną kapliczkę, ale nie wiem kiedy. Muszę ją znaleźć jeszcze. Aha, ograniczona jest liczba daily, więc każdy możesz trafić na daily, które się może powtarzać ci. Ty masz więcej regionów, to potem to się już nie... Na przykład jak mogę pójść odblokować lodową górę zwaną inaczej Dragon Spy, to tam w Dragon Spy nie ma problemu, żeby się pojawiły tam też daily. Mówię, ale chcę wam pokazać, jak wygląda taka typowa rytuna osoby grającej w Genshina. Wpierw wstajesz, włączasz Genshina i oczywiście robisz daily. Ja nie będę czytał, co tam oni gadają, bo to jest, mówię, daily nie ma znaczenia. Tu było o to chodzi, żeby poprosiła nas o wyczyszczenie świątyni. Bardziej fabularny kapliczki tutaj w Swan Lake'u. Za pomocą wody albo wiatru. Ciekawy szloga, zaś mi się pomyliła, klikłem zamiast W i... Quest, na który polega pochwal się swoimi ameneo mocami. Są też jeszcze world questy. Po prostu to są side questy, które można wykonywać w trakcie podróży. Jest ich bardzo sporo. Tak, wyczyściłem ci tą kapliczkę. No i mamy commissiona skończonego. Pojawiło się coś takiego Daily Commission Revites. Więc idziemy do Katryny. Jest coś takiego Climb Daily Commission
Thank you
Reward.
for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
No i właśnie dostajemy. Press C. I możemy sobie już Ascended robić. Dostaniemy nowego skilla i dostaniemy statystyki zwiększenie i podstawową statystykę ataku. Bo wbiliśmy, który? 15. No i tutaj dostaniemy ten kryształ, który nam jest potrzebny do Ascendent. No i musimy ascendować dalej, jeżeli chcemy, żeby nasz bohater powiększał poziom, bo teraz jest zablokowany na 15 maksymalnym. Znaczy na 20. I teraz nasz maksymalny poziom zwiększył się z 20 do 40. I można się domyślić. Kolejna gwiazdka, kolejne poziomy. Aż do levelu... To było 90. 90 jest maksymalny. I oprogramowaliśmy nowy skill w talentach. Coś takiego. Kiedy uderzymy normalnym atakiem, combo uwalnia wiatrowy taki miecz, który zadaje 60% of attack as ameneo damage w linii. Możemy sobie już go levelować. I w ogóle mamy teraz będziemy mogli ascendować sobie naszą Umber. Nie mamy kryształu elektryczności, żeby sobie ascendować. O, i możemy ascendować też. On dostał talent Every Hit. Jego skilla, tego podstawowego, zladzącego, regeneruje 15% jego HP. Równe jego 15% ataku. Więc jak Keja miałaby bardzo dużo ataku, potrafiłaby sobie naprawdę dużo uzdrowić. A ona ma Hit Charge, Attack, Play Warrior Arc, gdyby status opponent. Aha. Że może to. A tu mamy to. To ulepszenie tego skilla. Dobra. Nie mam kryształka elektryczności? Spokojnie. Bo to mamy ten sklep. Chcę kupić jedno. Tyle potrzebuję. Żeby sobie Lisę askedować. Aha, czemu broni nie leveluję? Ponieważ będę chciał sobie stworzyć bronię. Mamy na przykład prototype Tencenta, Bow. To dostałem akurat. Maple. Tylko, że potrzebuję po prostu tego. Bo widzicie, moja broń ma już maksymalny, a potrzebuję właśnie kuleczek, żeby móc go asketować, bo już mamy ten nasz kochany 15 poziom. No i co? Idziemy spędzać czas z Lisą. Tak, byśmy z Keją spędzali czas. Też jeszcze coś chcę sprawdzić. Zasłoniłem sobie, dobra. Ale nie mam 10 łyżów. Czyli co tam u Lisy? Może ktoś nie oddał książki? Może jakaś książka zaginęła? Trzeba ją znaleźć. Cholera. Poczytamy sobie książki. Oczywiście, które mnie tak bardzo interesują. Najpierw przeczytam całą twoją bibliotekę. A potem z nią pogadamy. No i co? Wszystko? Nic się nie świeci?
If you're borrowing a book, please register it in the log. The restricted section is currently not lending any books. Oh, it's you, little cutie. It's so good to see you. More refreshing than a strong cup of tea in the afternoon.
Clearly you're meant to be working, but you don't seem to have your heart in it at all.
I mean, other than Jean, who really works that earnestly anyway?
Others work hard too.
So, did you have something you needed? Or did you just come to see me?
I wanted to see you.
Ooh, a smooth talker. Not what I was expecting.
So, Miss Librarian, got any books to recommend?
Recommended books. Sadly, everything I'd personally recommend is all in the restricted section, which we're not currently lending out.
What's with your ominous tone?
Oh, right. Would you be interested in checking out the Devat travel guide? I think it would be quite helpful for you as travelers here.
Ooh, sounds like it could. Do you think we could take a peek?
I suppose I can try to find you a copy from...
Isn't this Lisa's job? What does she mean, I suppose?
Oh dear. That's unfortunate. Our copy is currently being borrowed. That said, it is now overdue. Come to think of it, quite a few of our books are now overdue. I really wish people would just return their books on time.
Wkurzona.
Whoa, is Paimon imagining things, or does the air in here suddenly feel a lot more electrified?
It is give me goosebumps.
Such a pain. I'm going out to bring those unreturned books back. If you'd rather get your hands on that copy of the Tevat travel guide sooner, you'd better come with me.
Lisa seems really scary right now. Paimon thinks it would be best if you answer her.
O ach, yes, yes.
You really are such a considerate cutie. Let's see. First, we can go to the souvenir shop. It's called With Wind Comes Glory. So let's meet there shortly.
No, najwidoczniej to będzie jednak quest opowiadający o tym, jak trzeba odzyskać książki. O, mam nowe acify. Niam, niam. Ja też sobie piję herbatkę.
Cutie, you're here. Let's begin, shall we?
Of course. Major regarding the book to you borrowed.
Hello, Marjorie. Any exciting new
Marjorina?
items in stock?
Margaryna?
Why so surprised? Today is such a special day. It's only natural that I'd want a souvenir to remember it by.
Today is just an ordinary day.
So it is. In that case, I declare this the day of my life I wish I could get back because I spent my first ever outing with someone taking them on an annoying errand.
Don't you think that's a bit long?
Well, if it's a souvenir you're after, you're in the right place. I'm sure you'll find something that strikes your fancy, Lisa. Or you could let your new friend pick something out for you. Make it more of an occasion?
Yes, yes! Let us pick!
Alright then.
Take a look around. There's sure to be something she'll love.
Aha, muszę wybrać Choose Gift for Lisa. Ragged Old Scroll. Bloomers.
This is a historical relic retrieved from some ruins by one of the Adventurers Guild. Sure, there's a bit of wear and tear, but this thing in the painting must be well over 1,000 years old. Though it doesn't make much sense to me.
My goodness. This is one of the 3 lost scrolls that make up the Northern Border Wind investigation. What is it doing here?
O,
You sure?
ciekawe.
Can't change again once you've made your mind up.
My. You clearly know a treasure when you see it. This is a work of unparalleled significance for the research of ancient people's understanding of the elements. I will gladly accept it. Goodness, is that the time? Marjorie, one last thing. About the legend of Vanessa.
Oh, so you're a fan of the gallant Lady Vanessa too? Why didn't you say so? I have all sorts of items I could recommend. For example, this lion's tooth pendant with Vanessa's name carved into it. It was once a medal awarded to a knight by the great lady herself.
The library book you borrowed.
Oh my goodness. I do apologize. I got so excited when you mentioned Vanessa. I didn't know that book was overdue, even though I take it with me everywhere. I can't believe I didn't put 2 and 2 together as soon as I saw you here.
Widzę, że oddała książkę.
Well, since you look up to Lady Vanessa so very much, please be more punctual next time.
Yes, Lisa. I will be, Lisa.
Let's go and find the next overdue book.
Welcome to Good Hunter. Table for 2?
3!
Oh, my apologies. Please sit wherever you like, and call me over once you're ready to order.
So we're gonna eat first and bring up the book situation later?
Why, of course. The stress of work really takes the pleasure out of eating, don't you think?
Work is that bad, huh?
Why don't you order us something, cutie? I'm ever so curious to know what your tastes are.
What does Lisa like to eat?
Tak.
She's been here a few times with Master Jean for afternoon tea before. I think she normally orders something vegetarian. A lady tends to eat cautiously on account of her physique, after all. On that note, I should probably be watching my own diet a little more.
Nie wchodź na ten stół. Sitnuj.
Why don't you order us something?
Oh.
I imagine that making a good vegetable soup takes good quality ingredients, cooked in the right order, at the right heat, for the right length of time. At least, those are the principles that apply when one is making potions. But from what I've heard, soup making was a popular pastime among the witches of the past.
You sure? Can't change again once you've made your mind.
Finished ordering? Sit here, let's dine together.
A co, nie sitłem wcześniej?
A fine choice. I'm pleasantly surprised. A truly enchanting dish. Certainly a good fit for a witch. I am simply brimming with elemental energy after that. Time is getting on. I suppose I should carry on with this ghastly thing called work. Let's have a little chat with Sarah about her library book.
Would you like to order something else?
No, thank you. We're quite satisfied. But I'm afraid I must ask you about the Boar Princess.
The boar brisket? I'm sorry. I think we took that off the menu.
She means the book you borrowed.
Oh, of course. I came straight to the restaurant after I borrowed it and completely forgotten that I even had it. I'm so sorry, Lisa. I will bring it to the library myself as soon as I finish work.
Okay then. But make sure you don't forget this time. Right. On to our next stop then, cutie.
Of course.
This is our final...
Welcome. Couples are our specialty. Let me know what you'd like and I'll wrap them up nicely for you.
Yes. Now, which book was it that has the line, "A date without flowers is a date without romance"?
Wouldn't you buy any change to care of something flowers, milady?
Why, it just so happens that I would, my kindest cutie.
Some flowers for Miss Lisa? What would you like?
Dandelion.
Dandelions are one of our classics, and a personal favorite of Miss Flora, the shop owner. I know what you're thinking. Most flower shops don't sell dandelions. They're a nuisance to care for. Perhaps Miss Flora likes the sense of floating away to a faraway land that the dandelion evokes. Come to think of it, Miss Flora herself gives people the same impression.
You sure? Can't change again once you've made your...
Da.
Dandelions? They actually sell dandelions? They have a refreshing scent, similar to the one Jean wears. Thank you. Okay, time to get back to business. Donna, do you know why we're here?
Back to business? My business is selling flowers.
Serio?
Once again, we see a total lack of respect for literature. The Pale Princess and the Six Pygmies. Ring a bell?
Oh, yes. Well, what happened was... Oh no, what am I gonna do?
Donna seems frantic.
I lost the book. A while back, I realized it was almost due, and I was getting ready to bring it back to the library. But I couldn't find it anywhere. I looked for days, but nothing. It's like somebody stole it. It should have been there, on my bedside table, right where I left it.
Uh-oh. That Lisa does some crazy things when she gets mad.
I heard that. Well, if it really was stolen, Donna's done nothing wrong. The blame lies with the book thief, and their punishment will be 10 times worse than stealing my book.
Like Paimon said, totally crazy.
How will you find the lost book, Fro?
Oh, don't worry about that. As long as I remain librarian, not a single book will go missing for good. I put a unique elemental marker on each book. Our thief will have left a nice set of clues for us to follow.
Inaczej wszystkie książki mają GPS-a, więc tak naprawdę zawsze może w tej chwili namierzyć sobie te książki.
When did Lisa start taking her job so seriously? Paimon always thought she was a total slacker.
Hey, sweetie, I've heard your elemental sensitivity is very strong. Why not see what you can do?
Dużo.
Elemental sensitivity? Use your elemental sight to look for clues.
Serio, Paimon? Trzeba było...
Looking at the elemental traces, it does seem likely that the book was stolen.
So Donna didn't do anything wrong after all.
It's not from the restricted section, so it's hardly a book worth stealing. Whoever wanted this book so badly had a strange fixation indeed.
So what do we do now?
The elemental traces are very faint, but I can tell that the thief took it beyond the city walls. You must see it too, right, cutie?
Ja.
Let's follow the trail and have a look where our thief was headed, shall we? The elemental traces are strong here, but it seems our thief did not stay for long. The trail keeps going. Let's keep looking.
Tu u góry. O nie, trzeba ich zabić.
It's further than I thought. Quite the intrepid explorer, our little thief.
Maybe we frightened the turtle back inside his shell.
Tepto się trzeba. O, sele. Dobra, poprowadzimy selę, bo pewnie niedaleko to jest. A tym się zaraz zajmiemy.
It must be nearby. Using elemental sight, you can even detect magic. Follow the flow of magic to find the book.
O, coś
The
znaleźliśmy.
thief lives inside ruins? Mondstadt people do have some strange quirks.
Please do not jump to such a preposterous conclusion about the living habits of Mondstadt's residents. This seems far more likely to be the work of some none too friendly troublemakers.
Abyss Order?
It's like you can read my mind. This is more likely to be the Abyss Order's doing. They do seem to have a way of slipping in and out of places like ghosts, after all. Also, there's an elemental seal at the entrance. It looks like the result of an Abyss mage's magic.
A seal? How are we gonna break it? Is this gonna turn into another huge ordeal?
Not to worry. If you think a little magic can keep me out, think again.
Why is that?
Come on.
Whoa! So this is what Lisa's like when she's hard at work.
No. Taimon, Klejmon, Lajmon, Gaimon. O, się rozsypała gra. Witam po przerwie. Wywaliło mój piękny internet. 19, okej.
It's so much bigger in here than Paimon thought. Do we really have to go all the way inside?
If you borrow a book, you have to return it. There will be no exceptions.
Skrzyneczka. No i jesteśmy.
Hey, look! It's an Abyss Mage! Lisa was spot on!
How did you find this place? It's so well hidden.
Nie.
I have no interest in finding out where you little rascals hide yourselves away, but I do want my book back. Tell me, how is it that you have the time to conceal your stronghold and apply a magic seal, but not to sign out a library book in the proper manner? You have no respect whatsoever for other people's work.
You just want the book? I was unaware that anyone in Mondstadt was concerned with unearthing the secret hidden inside this book. Who are you?
The librarian, although I believe that should be quite clear already. Return the book. This is an ultimatum.
Since you insist on concealing your identity, I have all the less reason to give you that book. After all, it contains the secret. Huh? What are you doing? Such concentrated elemental power! Please don't!
Whoa. So terrifying.
Naughty boys who don't do what they're told need a little punishment to keep them in line.
A little punishment?
This is why I call it troublesome work. We'll just need to find the book ourselves. It should be around here somewhere.
Ja, same warzywa po terminie.
It's
Oh.
the Pale Princess and the Six Pygmies! Paimon remembers that name! Is this the one you were looking for?
That's the one. It's a good thing it isn't damaged.
Otherwise, what? Are you telling me you have even more crazy punishments up your sleeve?
I would have probably have needed to dish out a little taste of one of my potions in that case. Then again, as I said, it isn't from the restricted section, which is the only reason I would let the average citizen borrow it in the first place. And it doesn't appear to have any abnormal elemental properties. save for the markings I put on it.
Yeah, it seems like just an average storybook.
Why did the abyss order?
As far as my duties as a librarian go, my troublesome work is finished. Since this book has piqued your interest, why don't I let you borrow it?
Please don't punish me if I don't return it. It's late.
There's no time limit for you. I will register you as custodian rather than borrower. This is an exclusive privilege reserved for trusted citizens only.
Exclusive privilege? Why does Paimon feel this is just your sneaky way of offloading your troublesome work onto someone else?
Excuse me, are you in some way dissatisfied with my work?
I will take extra special care for this book.
Good. You're amenable to reason then. I do wish I could keep you by my side as my personal assistant. My work here is done. I'm going back. Don't forget to register at the library when you have a spare moment.
O i to wszystko. Jeżeli chodzi o pomoc Lisie w... No w tym wszystkim. Dzisiaj musimy sobie jeszcze z tym pogadać pewnie.
You've returned. The paperwork is done. You are now the custodian of this book.
Thank you, Miss Lisa, but Paimon thinks we're forgetting something.
The Televet Travel Guide.
Look, over there on the shelf. Isn't that the Tavat trap? And look how many copies there are.
The Tavat Travel Guide is a serial publication. It is not part of the library's formal collection.
Oh,
Take one. Consider it your compensation for being Lisa's little helper today. With you by my side, my troublesome work was a little less dull than usual.
the Tavat travel guide was just bait to get us to do a day's work.
I hadn't anticipated that a few routine returns inquiries would take us out of the city, let alone down into some underground ruins. As compensation for dragging you into all this bother, take these souvenirs.
Wow, Lisa went and bought us some special souvenirs.
In fact, they were intended for our next outing. But, never mind. We can discuss next time's activity when the time comes. I hope you are looking forward to it.
Okej. I oczywiście, żeby pójść dalej, musisz... Ten dajer to Blondness. Niektórzy bogowie mogą ewentualnie się do tego podpisać. No to trzeba się chyba już pożegnać, nie? Cześć i czołem. Nara. Nie zapominajmy oczywiście o subach i lajkach. Zmieńcie mi kolor koszulki z czerwonego na szary, bo szary jest fajny, czerwony nie. Sami wiecie. Hitnijcie tego batona na dole. Dzwona też możecie sobie kliknąć, żebyście nie ominęło was, co u mnie wychodzi, bo i tak wiecie o tym, że codziennie i tak wychodzą filmy. Jutro grana zlecenie, kolejna część Gotika. Tak czy siak. Oczywiście nie mów tak czy siak. Cześć i czołem. Pa. Nara, następnej soboty w Genshinie. Pa.